Well, one person who will cast a vote from Singapore is Patricia Reid, a member of Democrats Abroad, and she joins us in the studio. Patricia, you know, many people don't expect after Super Tuesday to see a clear front runner from the Democrat race. How do you see this playing out?
It's going to be a very tight and exciting race. I mean, as a Democrat, I have to say it's so exciting to have two such strong, wonderful candidates to choose from, and so different in their backgrounds and their strengths and also their weaknesses, to be fair. So as far as it play out, I think only time will tell. I think that Obama stands a very good chance of pulling ahead. Like he was commenting earlier, in the last minutes of the race, like what happened in Iowa. So I'm very interested in watching, with interest.
Okay. You know, why don't we look at Hillary Clinton first? Some say that some camps say that Bill Clinton is actually a liability. Others say he's an asset. What do you think?
Well, I think that he's a good fighter for himself, obviously, but probably when his wife comes into play, he's probably a bit more defensive than he should be. And in the past couple of weeks, I think that that's come out, and that's probably been a bit of a liability for their campaign. We'll see how it impacts them long term, but I think in the last couple of weeks he could have played it a bit more softly, that's for sure.
Indeed. Well, you mentioned that, of course, you think that Obama's going to pull ahead eventually. Yeah. What do you think are his strengths and his weaknesses then?
Well, I think just he has a lot of the same strengths that Bill Clinton had when he first ran. It was interesting. I remember sitting in my living room with my parents watching, of all channels, MTV. When Bill Clinton came on in front of a bunch of college students and took like the hard questions, not the soft questions, and was really proving himself in front of a wide public at his ability to speak and to convince people and to unify. I see a lot of the same qualities in Obama, funnily enough, and I think that right now the Clintons have a lot more to lose than they did when Bill first ran, and Obama has a lot of that same passion and charisma that Bill used to have and brought to the game.
And which states do you think are the ones that are worth watching then?
Well, definitely California is the most exciting one to be watching, and they're so close right now. I mean, I was on the news just before we came on here, and they're so close they can't even call it. And it's very interesting to look at all of the states that are at play right now. New York is at play. Obviously, Hillary is senator there, so we're expecting her to win, but Obama's not writing it off. And if you look at states like Oklahoma, where you would expect possibly Hillary to be ahead there, Obama's actually carrying it on the online poll by 68%.
Right.
So it's going to be a very exciting race.
Okay, indeed, we're running out really short of time, but Simon, very quickly, one last question.
Want to remind everybody we'll have Super Tuesday coverage live on Channel News Asia from 9 o'clock in the morning, Singapore, Hong Kong time. And Patricia, I'm wondering how you think the Democrats are going to bury the hatchet when this is all over.
There's no hatchet to bury. It's just it's a good fight, you know. They both want to be president. They both are passionate about their views. And I think it always tends to get ugly no matter what the competition is, whether you're playing tennis, golf, or it's a presidential race. It doesn't mean you don't shake hands at the end of the game.
All right, thank you very much, Patricia Reid, for joining us, and Simon Marks from Washington for speaking to us on this issue of Super Tuesday. Well, California is the most populous state in the U.S. and